stopped it like right when it was ready to start. But I just got to say, that is like, for me, like one of the best intros to a song ever. Hey everyone, I am back with another reaction video. This one is actually going to be another song from my teenage years. One of the first bands that I was really into, along with U2, that I've done, The Cure. And I talked about New Order, but I'm actually going to do another band because there were, I would say, probably 8 to 10 bands that I was heavily into, like in my high school years. So I want to cover all of them. And this one is one that maybe a lot of people haven't heard of before, but I really hope you guys, listen to this and give them a chance, and hopefully it doesn't get taken down or any copyright issues with it. But this is The Replacements, and this is one of my favorite songs from them. It's called Unsatisfied, and it's off the album Let It Be. And if you don't know anything about The Replacements, they're one of the most legendary kind of, I don't know if you want to call it punk. I wouldn't say punk. I would just say rock bands, and I would say alternative rock, even though back then they didn't really have that term. So they weren't exactly on the radio or anything like that. You may have heard some stuff from their lead singer, Paul Westerberg, because he's done a lot of kind of solo stuff. And they're really just an incredible band. I've seen them live a few times. Live, they were on and off good. They were drinking a lot, so a lot of times they would just be so drunk, especially Paul Westerberg, that it really wouldn't be a great performance. But I have seen some good performances from them, and yeah, so that's a little bit of a background of them. This is, like I said, this album's called Let It Be, obviously an ode to the Beatles. Doesn't sound anything like the Beatles album. And this is like a ballad, I would say, kind of like a rock ballad, but not like, Poison or someone like that. I mean, this is like a true alternative style rock ballad. Really great song. So let's listen to The Replacements' Unsatisfied. I stopped it like right when it was ready to start. But I just got to say, that is like, for me, like one of the best intros to a song ever. Just the guitaring is just so beautiful and like just intricate and just a perfect lead up. And I am going to go back just like a couple seconds, 10 seconds or whatever, for you to hear it kick in. But it's just such a cool beginning. I love it.
Looking
Paul Westerberg, I mean, he obviously does not have some sort of like classically trained voice or anything remotely like that, but you can hear so much like passion and I don't know what the word is, desperation, emotion, whatever in his voice that it's just, I don't know, you feel it like all the way through you. I mean, you could just, you could just hear it. Now, I think a lot of it is he was a big drinker, a big smoker. So it made his voice, a little bit more hoarse. But, at least in the studio recordings of his albums, maybe not so much the live performances, you could just hear how much he's put into it. And he's such a great songwriter. This song doesn't have a lot of lyrics. I mean, it's a lot of the repeated chorus over and over again with a few verses here and there. But it just really sticks with me, this song.
Everything goes, anything goes, all at a time. Everything you dream of is right in front of you. But it's life. Look me in the eye and tell me that I'm satisfied. Look me in the eye, satisfied.
So good. They, like I said, they're not a really known band to most people, but critically they got a lot of high praise and also from other musicians, and you can hear their style influenced in so many bands. People would always say the Goo Goo Dolls, but I'm not a big Goo Goo Dolls fan. I mean, they're very radio friendly to me, and they have some okay songs, and I could hear the similarity in his voice to the lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls. He kind of sings like him a little bit. It's Johnny Resnick, I think his name is. But they do this thing with the guitars where, I mean, a lot of their stuff is acoustic. You can hear all the acoustic guitar playing, but it gives it like a really raw, like heavy, hard sound. I really didn't read too much up on how many other artists have been influenced by him, but I have heard over the years a lot of people, kind of refer back to him, but they never got the credit that they deserved. I mean, this song is 85 or maybe even earlier. I can't remember. It's like definitely in the like mid to low 80s. There was nothing out at that time that was anything like this, and there's been so many artists and songs that you could tell that were clearly influenced by this sound. So Replacements are a great band. I highly recommend you guys check out more of their stuff. I would start with this album. Just listen to this album from beginning to end. Let it be. So many good ones. But I'm definitely going to do some more reactions and talk more about them. I actually got a chance to see them. I guess I don't even know how long it's been, but they reunited. They really struggled staying together. They broke up a long time ago. I think there's egos, that type of thing, and they just don't really get along that well. And they had reunion tour a few years back, and we got to see them, and it was great. I mean, incredible being able to see them again. But I don't think that tour lasted very long. I think they cut it short because they just couldn't get along. So interesting, that egos and whatever the reason is they can't get along. You look at a band like U2, that they've been together forever, but that's so rare, these days. Most bands just they can't make it for whatever reason. So anyway, that's it for this one. Another one from my childhood, and I guess if you haven't already liked and subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you would. If you can send any other recommendations or requests that you guys want me to check out, let me know, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.